Ladies and gentlemen, the day is finally here. I would like to welcome you all to episode 100 of Crazier Craft. Honestly, I'm recording this after I've already filmed the episode, and my god, I am out of breath. No exaggeration in this at all. It was a pretty freaking awesome episode with some awesome things that happened. So guys, drop a like if you're excited. Drop a like for 100 episodes in the series. The only time I'm gonna ask, please hit that rating. But guys, apart from that, I want to say thank you so much for allowing me to continue this series as long as I have. I do a little spiel in the middle of it, kind of explaining my thoughts about everything. But apart from that, thank you guys so much for staying supportive of the series. Thank you for having patience, considering the power went out and I was able to get this up only a few hours later. But, you know, things happen, right? Love you guys very much. Take care. Hope you enjoy the episode. And 3 cheers for just an amazing series. Thank you guys for staying awesome. Appreciate everything. And enjoy. Ciao! Everybody, my name is Pizza Setter Brendan, and welcome to Crazier Craft episode 100. Guys, we're 100 episodes into this series. Holy fudging crap. Honestly, like, I'm stoked. You know, I've gone through series before that have lasted 100 episodes, but this one in particular has felt special to me because I created this on my own. It's my own mod pack. It's based off of Crazy Craft, so I have to give some credit to Atlantic Craft for making this whole thing possible, and without them, I wouldn't have had the idea for this, or at least the name of it, Crazier Craft, Crazy Craft. It kind of carries the same thing over. We've gone through 100 episodes of this series, and honestly, it has been the most fantastic journey around that I've ever had, and I am so thankful, and I'm here to show you guys one of the things that we are doing for this episode, okay? Now, I'll give you just a minute, okay? Take a look around right now. Do you notice anything different? Do you notice anything different at all? I'm gonna give you one more minute. Just look at the screen. Just one more minute. You got it? Okay. Guys, we've relocated. Some of you guys might have seen this coming, because I mentioned it before, at least I think once in the comments section, but I never mentioned it in a video. We've actually fully relocated our house, and I'm about to show you right now. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Whenever this door is gonna open, take a look and welcome to our brand new humble abode. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have any sound on right now. Take a look at where we've relocated to and welcome to the new beautiful island. So guys, a few episodes ago when I was flying around, I cannot remember the exact purpose of it. Today's a good day to die. All right, I tried to be sentimental. This is going to be a good episode, but never mind. I couldn't exactly remember what the reason was that I had went around here, but I found this magnificently beautiful cave, or not cave, this mountain biome rather, and this thing, it stuck out to me. Like, there is a village in this, like, this is like the rich man's land. I think that's what I said it was before. This is where you go to, like, live forever. There's a chance cube right there. Did not even notice that from before. That's a little bit terrifying. We're not going to open that and have our land destroyed. No, thank you. I'll have to exterminate that later. But yeah, this is our new area that we're going to be living at. And guys, just take a look at this for a second. This land is ginormous. It's incredible. It's fantastic. It's phenomenal. It's whatever freaking P-starting word that you can think of right now. It's a beautiful area. And here, okay, here's the reason. Well, actually, before I get into the reason, I want to show you guys a little bit further around. And there is one unfortunate thing about this area that I can't really fix. It wasn't going to be a deal breaker for me, even though it really does suck. If you go ahead and look over here, this is where I relocated my little tank island. Right on the other edge of it over here, there's actually a massive chunk error because I guess this was being generated at a different time, somewhere around the lines. We must have had corrupting world, like, seeds, I guess. I don't know what you'd call it. I guess corrupting world seeds and colliding, I should say. And one of these generated after the other when one was already generated. So you've got a bunch of broken chunks right here. Not too many along, well, actually, yeah, not too many along this side, but just a few on here. So it kind of sucks. I don't really think that this area was going to go on much larger. But the beautiful thing about that, though, well, actually, I think this area right here was going to be something different entirely. But the beautiful thing, too, is you go ahead and take a look down here. Look at how amazing, like, you have the pink trees right here. This forest just looks gorgeous. And then you have the tall trees back here. Basically, this is funny because these trees right here are what my old place used to look like. The only thing that I didn't like about it was that it had the brown floor, but this is the same trees basically, and it doesn't have a brown floor. And then over here you got like the dark, I call them the raven trees, the raven-esque trees. I think that's a really cool name for them, even though I don't actually know what they're called. What are you? You are they're just called dark. Well, I call them raven because they're purple and they look amazing. But yeah, this is the new area that we are going to be living in. Now, the reason why I relocated my house and the reason why I think this is an amazing move. If you guys watch back in Crazy Craft 3.0, the actual Crazy Craft series that I did with all the other YouTubers that I got invited to, and the stem of this basically, I had mentioned before when I found like a mushroom biome saying that I wanted to relocate there and start a new vacation home. I wanted to do the same thing here because here's the thing. This area does not change anything for us. There's still the same exact 5 islands with everything similar about them. Nothing has changed, but the new atmosphere makes it feel like our area just got a beautiful new refresh start. And honestly, I loved my old area, but there was 2 problems. First off, it was too high up in the sky, which was awesome at the time when I first started building it because it was like, oh, sky islands. That's amazing. And then I realized that we're too high above the land to the point where I can't see anything below me, and it just makes the area feel empty. And the second part of it was I kind of blew up the land underneath me like a moron with Pandora's boxes. So the land not only couldn't be seen, but when you could see it, it looked absolutely disgusting and horrid, and it just didn't look nice at all. Now, whenever we fly around here, we could take a gorgeous look at the scenery, and honestly, the cool thing is too, we can do so much with this area. Look at this giant crater here. I have so many ideas. Well, okay, I don't have any ideas right now, but there are so many ideas that I can create with this area right here that I think would just be so beautiful to do, and I'm really stoked for it. There is a boyfriend down there. Dude, are you okay? Do you need some like help coming back up? Look at you. Boyfriend, what do you have to trade? You don't trade anything. I forgot about that. I'm gonna go ahead and take, actually, you know what? Nah, you can be the lone wanderer. We'll go ahead and leave you down there. So yeah, guys, that's the first thing about episode 100 that I've wanted to show you guys. And the reason why it took a little while, we've completely relocated all of our homes, and I made sure I've got all my machinery. Everything is good. The wireless transporting is set up. I also got this thing. It still works. The only problem is though, is that if you go and take a look over here, or if you teleport inside of this home, well, actually, I'll go and demonstrate it from over here. You can't actually teleport to the farthest island over from here, like that island right there with this, because it's just out of the chunk rendering. So you kind of have to skip like 1 block over to there and then wait for this to generate in, and then generates over there. It's not too slow. It's a little bit more like gapped out. The islands are a lot farther away than they used to be. Well, not a lot farther, but they're a bit farther. But yeah, this area looks amazing. I am really pumped for it. So that right there is the first part of episode 100. The second part of it, okay, there's 3 parts, all right? There's 3 parts. The second part of it is going to be visiting our old area because, as you guys know, I did completely world edit all of this. I did not rebuild this. Believe me when I say I would have quit the series before that would have happened. Trust me. You guys said you were fine with it, as, you know, using cheats and stuff like that, so long as I'm not actually cheating. And fudge this, man. You know, if anybody actually disagrees with, you know, well, okay, you can disagree with the move, but if you actually disagree of me using world edit, then just get out of here. Like, it's fun, you know what I mean? But yeah, everything's working. We got all of our items here, and everything is absolutely beautiful. But the only problem, though, is that our old location still remains, and it's the same exact thing. Like, the house is pretty much exactly the same, I'd say. Maybe a couple things are different because I put the moonworms in different locations. I'll fix it up a little bit later. There are a couple small tweaks that I need to make here to get it really going. Also, for the fact that I'm gonna have to redo. Thankfully, I never wound up finishing this railway system to other people's homes because then that would have all gone to waste, right? So I'm very glad that I never finished that. The only person that we did was Vix, and I'm very thankful that I was a lazy ass for a while. So procrastination, right? So as for the other area that we have to go ahead and take care of, right, there is this beautiful thing in the mod called SDX. Now, I don't believe that I have any. I definitely do not. But what we can go ahead and do real fast here, and we actually don't even have any TNT either. Wow, that's actually a little bit insane. We're going to go blow up that other area because I'm never going to be going back there because there's legitimately no reason to. It would just be dumb. So that's the deal of it, okay? Let's go ahead and get some TNT from here. I actually haven't crafted or prepared this. this. I did want episode 100 to be a little bit more polished than it is, but I have to apologize for those that didn't catch the vlog before. My power went out for a while, and I still wanted this episode to be up on Sunday because, you know, weekend hype, right? I would feel like Monday's the worst day of the week. Well, actually, I don't really know. It depends on how you look at your day and week and stuff and what you have going on. I don't mind Monday so much, but Monday is just a down day to really, like, post an episode 100. You know what I mean? So we're doing that on Sunday, so you guys can have a good little weekend view right there. But yeah, what we're going to be doing real fast here is getting a bit more of this. And you take a slime ball with the SDX that you've got right here. We're actually lagging a little bit, and I'm not really sure why that is. I think, does that work? Oh, yes, it does. So SDX is a TNT-based thing from Tinker's Construct. Now, what we're going to go ahead and do then is place this inside of the creative strongbox. The first time you guys have seen that strongbox with nothing in it. I love it so much. We're going to go ahead and just take a bunch of this right now. I think 8 stacks is legitimately going to kill the server, so we're not going to do it that much. And then let me go ahead and grab up a good old flint and steel from here. There we go. And let's go ahead and teleport over to the main area. So for those that need a little bit of comparison, or maybe you already forgot, that happened instantly. Wow. This is what the new area looks like. Looks so gorgeous, and I love it. The only thing that I dislike about this area is the water looks very churny, disgusting. But like any area that you move to, there's always going to be pros and cons. There's never going to be that perfect location. And this right here, this is a perfect location for me. And that is more than enough, you know, like that just gets overshadowed by everything else, or overshaded, I should say. So let's go ahead and hop back through here. And you guys can see in the comparison, the old place that we used to live in. We're actually lagging up a little bit right here. The server's not really... I've done a lot of World Ed. I already started the server. It's not having a fun time. So again, this is what the old area looked like. It was nice, but then you look down here and just like... It looks disgusting. You know what I mean? Like, that hasn't even generated in yet, but like once it does, that just looks horrible. Like, this area does not look good. The only thing that I miss from here is the beanstalk, and I think I want to try fitting the beanstalk back into our new place. But it's like, look around, you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't, it doesn't look good. The brown looks gross. Just nothing in our area looked good before. So I'm gonna go ahead and mess this thing up. So let's place the SDX down. For those that don't know what one stick of SDX does, by the way, I'm gonna go ahead and ignite it off right now in the middle of our tank. So let me go ahead and place one of them down, light it up. This is what a single stick of SDX does. Oh, it should have done more, I think. Huh. Okay, well, basically, it's larger TNT. I think that should have blown up like 9 times over again. Or that might have been a different block. Let me double check, but it's okay. I'm going to go ahead and get this whole area laid out. So there's blue SDX, which is the thing that we just used over here. And then there's green SDX. I don't know if there's a difference, but we're going to take a look at it right now. Does green blow up several times more? Or was it just the blue that was a little bit different? Let me see here. No, it seems like they're both the same. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and have some fun with this, shall we? All right, so we had a little bit of a premature explosion over on this island right here. Did a little bit of damage, but that's okay because we've outlaid all of the other 4 remaining islands with SDX. Now, is this going to obliterate all the islands? I kind of really hope so. Is it going to obliterate the beanstalk? I also kind of really hope so because I completely forgot about that. Also, there's a little bit of a water leak right there. Not really sure how that happened, but doesn't really matter. I mean, I think that'll be the least of the problems when we're done with this. So let's go ahead and ignite this guy off. I guess we'll do we want to light it off from the core first? I think we'll light off the core because I have a feeling that one of them might, like, you know, had a chain reaction or whatever. So guys, 3, 2, and 1. Say goodbye to the main island that we had before. Here we go. Let's fly up actually so we don't get killed. Here we go, baby. Let's see what we got. Oh man. Yep, there it goes. Wow, actually, yeah, that just oh, wow. Actually, that didn't do as much, oh, no. Hold on. You're gonna do as much. Oh, that actually really did not hit as much. I tried outlaying kind of like the, no. Okay, there it goes. No, there it goes. There it goes. I'm just gonna watch it happen. Is that it? Is that done? Was that really it? Wow. I actually did, not as much on that as I expected. Gonna have to outlay a little bit more on that, I think, once we got that done. But we'll go ahead and ignite the remainder of these guys then so far. So we got this island right to the next one. Maybe this one, the thing about SDX, it doesn't like to travel much. It's usually just like, it blows up whatever is in its area. And this one, we got a little mini YouTubers over here. We got a few of them left at least. And they're just all... Nothing of that island survived, except for, I mean, you know, the rails, but I don't even think those can. Never mind. It blew up. Okay, it definitely did trigger the other one here. Oh, good lord. All right. So, it seems like we missed, and then we have this one over here. Hold on, we gotta do the last remaining one over here. Let me go ahead and ignite this guy. Here we go. SDX going off, baby. Let me at least see the explosion. This one better at least take off all the island, even though I know there's a couple gaps right there that I did not fill. Are you gonna be able to blow it up? Come on, baby, let's go. Explosion time. 3, 2, 1. Hit it! Hit it! Hit it. Sir Q. Sir Q. It's your time to shine. There we go. Okay, the server's lagging a lot. It does not like the SDX whatsoever. All right. It's all gone. All of it is gone. Every last bit of it. Wait for it. Wait. There it is. There it is. There, yep. No remorse. No survivors. So, that island's completely gone. That island is, for the most part, completely gone. This island, though, needs a little bit more work done, and this one definitely needs a little bit more work done. This one, on the other hand, I mean, it's obsidian, so I don't really know how we're going to be able to blow this one up, necessarily. We might just leave it as is, and we'll leave this as, like, the island for the repop. I mean, you got one guy and 3 girls. You can repopulate and live your own, like, sort of, I guess, altered world. But, yeah, I mean, that's that. We gotta blow up the main tree somehow. We'll figure out that soon. But let me go ahead and get a bit more SDX laid out for the main home here on this side, and catch you guys back in a second. So I have a feeling that this over here and that over there should be enough to just finish the job, at least hopefully. So let's go ahead and ignite this SDX off from right here. Now, it does have a little bit of clearance to do, considering there are floating trees, and we also have not blown up that yet, so we might have to get to that in a little while, but this should take care of, yeah, oh, it actually, ooh, it nearly took care of all the trees, although it looks like those should be able to decay, and the things that survive, the oh, there's actually a little bit more SDX over here. Let me just go ahead and, I guess we can just ignite them, and it won't really do anything. The water, that's just gonna survive, because that was underneath the water. What on earth are you? You're just a couple of blocks. So, what survived from that? 2 retinal scanners, so those guys apparently can't be blown up by obsidian. Fascinating. The obsidian, or the creative strongbox rather, and the tesseracts. So, and the ender chest, as well as a fallen meteorite. Fascinating, and then a little piece of spruce wood. Okay, we got the lone spruce wood survivor over here. Not really gonna, you know, we'll leave everything as is. We're not gonna touch it anymore. I think it's pretty good for then. Then we'll go ahead and go over here and blow this good old sucker up. This is gonna be the mass blow of SCX right now. Now, I think very quickly proven correct. Yep, that's that happened faster than this right here. Are you actually gone? No. Oh, wow. This cloud actually somehow survived all that. I'm actually a little bit stoked. Okay. So that is that. So we have that. This is what's left of our main home island. Just the water primarily. And then we got the rails. That's what's left of that. Vic's thing is still functional. That's what makes me laugh the most. That's completely functional. This one is just gone. There's no island there whatsoever. Little bit of just one piece of cloud from that island. And then this one right here is actually the one that survived the most. What probably would have been the smartest idea was to have stored this schematic away in a chip before we did anything, because right now we're kind of left with this here, but if we would have just kept the spatial storage, we could have just put it away and then that would have been it. But for right now, yeah, I think, you know what I might do, honestly? I think I'm gonna leave the giant chunk of leaves over here, mainly because while I do have another home and I'm not losing them completely, I want to keep this here as like a memory of what used to be, what the energy used to stand for, and what the power plant took it over as. So that's that. This area has been completely blown up, and we're gonna go ahead and move over to our new one. For those curious, by the way, this is where oh my god, there's nothing. Wow, I can't even, this is the only thing I have to account for anymore. But this right here is where our old home was. Okay, this is where we were, obviously. We've shown that pretty much. And then over here, so this is our new home right here. You guys can see the orientation actually a little bit different to kind of make it, you know, look good with the mountains and everything. But yeah, that's our old home right there. -7 770 and negative 700, and this one right here is 280 and 1300. So we're quite a bit of ways. Also, one thing you guys might notice from here as well, it took quite a while to actually get the pure world edit working on this, because with my old one, you guys know I always used to teleport at height 180, so that was really beautiful. The difference is on here, take a look at our y-axis, sitting right here on our main island, we're at 219. Remember, you can only build 256 high no matter what you do. In fact, if we go ahead and take a look at the top of these trees right here, the topmost block right over here actually sits at 255. In fact, I don't believe I cannot build higher than this one block is right here. So I squeezed in this island we're very high up right now. So we can't build too many tall things. But if we want to build any tall things, we'll obviously start it from down there and build up from there. But I am very stoked to be in this new location. So that is part 1 fully fulfilled of this episode. Now comes part 2. So as you guys know, it's not a secret. Nobody else really plays on the server anymore. Choco comes on, he told me, every here and there. Kara comes on every here and there. And the rest of the guys, I think Lachlan and Jerome kind of come on here and there. The rest of them, I think, either lost interest in the series or just stopped playing. Same thing, really. But, you know, you can't knock the guys. Whatever it may be, they had their reasons for not coming along. I love this because this was a series that I started out actually with Kara originally. And it was meant to be a single player thing for the most part, with just Kara and a couple other people, but then others joined in along the way. So if I started out solo, I wasn't gonna end when other people ended. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna continue this until I'm bored of it. And trust me when I say, I know how CC3 ended. For those who were around for that, I know how repetitive and stale that went, and I know I had to have ended it when I literally spent the last 30 episodes of that. It was a 138 episode series, and I spent the last 30 doing nothing but building superheroes and nothing else. There was no content for me to film on there. This series, on the other hand, there's a lot of content, and there's a lot of things that I want to do on here, and that's the thing. We can just make more patches, especially the fact that because I'm the only one, like, very actively playing, I can deploy patches very, very fast. In fact, I could even port this over to single player at one point if everybody decides to quit, which is fine by me because I really, really love this mod pack because it was single player from the start for me, and I'm going to continue it until I get bored or until the series loses interest. But for right now, you guys are loving it. The views are still doing phenomenal. Like, I'll say it again, 100K plus on every episode. That is not a dead series. For a person who has 700K subscribers, that is a huge retention of my audience, and I'm very thankful. So, apart from that though, okay? With that said, I can't remember where I was going with that, but we had a plan back in episode 50, for you guys that remembered, Choco's little turret prank. If not, I'll go ahead and put up a little thing here to kind of remind you guys. So I swore to Choco, basically saying, from the hell that he gave me, remember, that was when I was dealing with 18 hours of gameplay to get this tree finished, the Ender tree, and I had broken my sleep schedule 2 nights in a row. I was dead. I was running on like 24, 26, 28 hours of no sleep, and he pulled that on me. I was furious. I was livid. I love the dude, but like, it was bad. So I swore to him, Choco, I'm going to get you back for episode 100. You prank me on my episode 50, you will see me again when I hit episode 100. And ladies and gentlemen, episode 100 is here, and it's time for the return prank on Choco. Fair warning and discretion. I asked him, how much can I do before it's too much? He did not reply with anything saying that I can't. Now, he didn't reply with anything because he was in the middle of streaming. But, well, he did reply with something. But he didn't reply with anything too specific. But he did say I could do what I wanted to. And this is what I'm going to do. There's a long list of items in this mod pack that are just absolutely ridiculous. Amazing, just terribly awesome. Now, when I was thinking of a prank to pull on him, I thought, what is something just so simple, yet so just extraordinary? My adjectives, my English teacher would love me today. What is something just so simple but extraordinary that would make for the most beautifully done prank in existence? And then it hit me. Actually, a while ago, and I was saving it for this time alone, and I have but one of them that I acquired. I'm not exactly sure how I acquired it. I think I might have gotten it from a king, or I might have just picked it up somewhere. I'm not really sure how you get them. I don't think I got it the way you're supposed to, but I have one of them. take a look right here, okay? So you guys know outside of our window, we have on the, obviously these guys right here, those are the sacred oak trees, I think something like that. Sacred oak saplings or something along the lines that makes a tree that big. But in Mine Factory Reloaded, there is an object called, go ahead and take a look right over here, not the sacred oak sapling, but the sacred rubber sapling. We have but one of these. Yes, we do. Now, obviously, because, you know, just in case something goes wrong, we're going to go ahead and dupe this guy in the Creative Strongbox right now. Now, notice right here, it says, warning, Pack Rat's World Ship. I don't know the inside joke about that at all, but all I know is that if you search up sacred rubber sapling, the first response that you get on Google is ruined my world. Way too big. Size. We're going to plant this sucker as a prank. And yes, I know Choco will be okay with it. And if not, obviously we have world backups because that's something that would be very important in a time like this. Also, for some reason, cannot take out bone meal. Oh, there we go. We were lagging up a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and meet you over in Choco's land, and we'll figure out exactly where we're going to put this sucker down. So it's actually kind of funny, considering the person that we're pranking actually owns the same exact mountain area that we lived in before, or that we're living in right now I should say. Now, Choco, I'm not really sure that, you know, he also has this area right here, but I was actually kind of curious whether or not he had come across the area that we had been at before, like the area that we're currently living at right now, because I think him and I both have a very strong love for this right here. If you go and take a look right now, I think actually if I was to break this, yeah, so he's got his house actually inside of here. This is Choco's humble abode. This is where he lives. This is where he resides. And I believe I'm going to have to go ahead and place these down 1 and 2. There we go. So his home is completely secret, sheltered in, whatever it may be. And it's a little bit of a small area. You go and take a look. The mountain is obviously quite small compared to the area that we had been at before. So what we're going to go ahead and do, now here's the problem. We can't necessarily place this sacred rubber sapling down on top of his home, mainly because I don't think the world height limit will be very friendly for me. And what I mean by that is that I think it might actually cut off the tree. Now, actually, I kind of, you know what? I'm looking at this right now. There is but one little tree right here. Kind of almost want to replace this tree, knowing that, yes, it will probably cap off at world height, but I almost am tempted to replace this tiny little oak sapling with a sacred rubber sapling. It's kind of like a little bit, I'm a very like quirky kind of guy. I don't know, the quirky's not the reason. I'm a little bit kind of, what's the word? Like, I'm the kind of guy that, you know, takes this monumental thing or whatever and says, oh, there's a small tree. Let's be weird and replace that and call it that. You know what I mean? Like, to get the real, like, purpose out of things, the real value, the underneath of things. That's the kind of guy that I am for this. So I think what I'm actually going to go ahead and do right now is take this tree and remove it completely. Let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to put this down right over here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to understand this is the first time I am doing this. I have not failed before. Now, even if this fails, I have to go with it because I can't just like I can reback up the world, but I'm not going to. All I know that when we place this down and this grows, I do not know what is going to happen. Considering all the pictures that I've seen of this tree, I do not know the full size of this. Personally, I do not. I've seen them placed on the ground in flatland worlds for the most part. I've never seen them place 161 blocks in the air. We're basically betting right now the tree is not 90 blocks or taller. Otherwise, we're going to kind of be screwed, and this whole thing might look kind of terrible. But we're going to go ahead and take our mind right now and place this sacred rubber sapling down. You can see it's actually glowing right now if we hover over it because there's two different values. There's a sacred rubber sapling, which doesn't grow, which just yields like the same size as the sacred oak saplings that we have back at like the ender tree. That's about that size of it. And then there's this one. And I gotta tell you guys this right now. I gotta make sure I'm recording. I have to make sure I'm recording. I am recording. My mic is good. Here we go. 3. I don't actually know if bone meal is going to work on it. I really don't. It might just have to take some time, but here we go. 3, 2, 1. Choco, enjoy episode 100, my man. I love you so much, but this is for your turrets. Here we go. We're growing it up, baby. There it is. There's the tree. Let's dig out. I don't want to look up. I genuinely don't want to look up. I seriously do not want to look up. I have to look up. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, it's glorious! It's glorious! It's so glorious! Oh my god. It's actually smaller than I thought it was. How high does this go up to? Does it go up to world height? It just fits underneath of it. Did it get cut off? I actually think it didn't. No. Oh my god, it didn't. Literally, look at... Guys, I'm gonna move out. Look at where I'm standing right now. The highest that this sucker goes right on top of here is 255. I don't know if this is how it's supposed to be. We can't build any higher. But I actually think, because if you take a look right now, this one leaf is taller than all these guys right here. I actually think that was legitimately the exact perfect area we ever could have put this. But oh my god, guys. Rubber on rubber on rubber. And my frames are destroyed. I have to go ahead and minimize OBS right now. My frames are absolutely destroyed. What is this right now? Rubber leaves? That's what I thought. Good freaking god. Look at how huge this is. I don't want to do it. Oh my god! I'm not even exaggerating. The one thing that I hate the most about YouTube, if anything, is when people say, nice fake laugh, bro, or nice fake exaggeration. I'm not faking any of this. Oh my god. Well, you know what? Honestly, this has to be the most perfect thing that could have happened. Why? Basically because, well, okay, here's the reason why, all right? This did not crash the server. It did not break anything. Everything is perfectly fine. Choco's house is still 100% okay. I don't think that we broke anything. I think we might have pierced in a little bit into this room. Just a little tiny bit, but I can repair that if necessary, but we didn't really touch anything. There's nothing that sprouts underneath it, so his house is 100% still intact, and we just have this giant prank sitting on top of us right now. Oh my good god. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just gonna tell you this right now. That was by far so worth it. I am so happy this happened this way. Obviously, I wish that the tree was a little bit bigger. I feel like if we were to have put it on the ground, that it actually could have been a little bit bigger. In fact, you know what? I love this prank, and I'm gonna come back to it in just a moment. Look at this. That looks magnificent. That looks amazing. That actually looks straight up incredible. I love that so much. What we're gonna go ahead and do, I can't even, my map is even lagging. What the fudge? That's so weird. My map's lagging. Okay, so my map is actually lagging a little bit. What we're gonna go ahead and do right now that I know Cheryl the light suffocated in a wall, sure, whoever the hell you were. Now that I know that that didn't just destroy the server completely, our this area right here is lagging a little bit, but I don't think it's anything different. I'm actually gonna go ahead and grab out another sacred rubber sapling, and we're gonna put this guy, I think, somewhere off just randomly in the world flat, so I can see exactly where this, or what size it would have been if we would have put this like somewhere, you know, actually in flat land, because I am curious whether or not Choco's got cut off or if we did just get the complete perfect angle on it, which I actually think that we did, and I'm so freaking happy. So let's go ahead and do it, I guess, right along here. This terrain really looks like, really actually looks like CC3 because it's just vanilla. That's the one thing I didn't understand about CrazyCraft, and I hope if Atlanticraft's gonna do a CrazyCraft 4, I really hope that they add like biomes of plenty or some sort of biome generation mod to give it a bit more of spunk. And honestly, like, I might ping them and be like, listen, please, okay. But we right now are sitting at 63 compared to 163. So we got about 100 blocks from our leader room. Let's go ahead and just build this guy right on top of us. Here we go, and wait for it. When's it going? It went. It went. Don't worry. The bone meal stopped being applied. It went. Don't worry. Did we crash? Don't tell me that we crashed. Wait a minute. Maybe we crashed this time because the tree actually is bigger than what Choco's area allowed. Because right now, We just timed out of the server. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, well, I hope this doesn't end the episode this way. If the server can't come back online, because I don't think Ben or Coder are around right now. I messaged both of them, and neither of them have replied. I don't know whether or not that's going to kill the server. I'll wait for it to come back up. But if it did in fact kill the server, I think that's a good point to end off today's episode, because we've done everything that we wanted to. So I've sat around now for about 10 minutes. I tweeted them and everything, and they are just dead. Well, not dead, but they're on their computers right now. They're probably doing other things. They have life too. The server did happen to come back on. I pinged it for a final time, and it seems like it's healthy now. So we're gonna go ahead and log back in and take a look. So the tree obviously is here. That genuinely happened. The only thing that kind of makes me curious again is this bigger than the one that's over at Choco's? Because if it is, we gotta wait a little while here. There we go. So is this tree any bigger than the one before? I would imagine it likely is. Hold on, let me take a look right here. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, this is bigger. Oh, is this bigger? Is this bigger? I think this is bigger. I think this is bigger. I think it's a little bit bigger. Just a little bit bigger. Actually, just a little bit bigger. Wow, that's actually just a little bit bigger, right? Right? Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah. Oh, my God. Okay. No. Oh, we were so wrong. Oh, we were so wrong. Wow. Okay. All right. No, this is where it did actually cut off the height limit completely. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Huh. Yeah. Okay. So, Choco's was a lot smaller. Oh, good God. Yeah. Choco's was a lot smaller than what it allows for. That's something that we now know. I'm sure there's a few people in the comments correcting me. If you did, please delete your comment. You're now proven correct. I was wrong. I'll take the L on this one. Yeah. This definitely happened, and is definitely an experience that I would love to share with my kids. Good Lord. I'm just generating all of it in right now so I can actually take a look at what this looks like on the map right here. This is incredible. Why is this even a thing? Like, who created this in the mod? Why would you do such a thing? This is horrible. I can't believe you've done this. Okay, so it didn't break the server. This is what I was thinking. I'm like, it's not as big as I thought it would be. Yeah, no, it definitely is, Brandon. Like, relax a little bit, Satan. Calm down there. It's just as big as you thought it would be. Wow. Oh my God. This is incredible. Why is there this giant... Oh, wait, really? What? Wait a second, hold on. Did this thing really conform to the shape of the meteor? Because down here, I think, right? This is an, what's it called? An applied ardesics meteor? No. Wait, yeah, there's a meteor right there. Why did it conform to the meteor? Okay, sure. This thing does a little bit, some weird things on the side of its day job, but that's completely fine. So this is what the overall size, well, actually, there's a little bit more we have to kind of generate around the corner here, but this is what the actual size of this thing is. Good Christ. This is massive. Okay. This is definitely, you know what? I was looking forward to episode 100 so much just so I could wind up doing this alone. This might crash the server if I'm not careful right now. We got to be a little bit careful generating this in because this might actually crash the server. In fact, I think it's going to crash the server kind of if I'm not careful. We'll go ahead and leave it be. So let's go ahead and take a look right now. This right here, zoomed in at this level, is how big basically, you know, this tree is. Okay, so it fills pretty much the entire space. So let's go ahead and go over then back to our area, trying to drag as much as I can right now, just because I want to keep this zoom level that I'm at right now. So this is here, and then we're gonna go ahead and I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to like fit Choco's area above here because I might wind up losing track of it. I think I'm set. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? Hold on, I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4 ticks out. So I did 4 ticks out right there. So that's that. Okay, so we'll go ahead and go over to Choco's area right over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 ticks out. So yeah, in comparison, you have this little tiny ring right there, the size of maybe a thumb in comparison to 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go ahead and zoom back out here and go to the big one, 1, 2, 3, 4, compared to this one that takes up much larger. And it's also not generating, and need I even tell you that much? So yeah, this is the size of it. We definitely would have broken the server. So it's good to know, honestly, because here's the thing. I had contemplated before. I'm like, I'm just going to go ahead and plant this in Choco's little lake next to his house. I'm very glad I didn't do that because we legitimately would have broken his entire house. So yeah, that's, the entire world's just gone for the most part. Everything is being lost. This is what the inside of it looks like if you want to be a surgeon inside of a tree. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it off right there. Hopefully you all enjoyed. It wouldn't be a crazier craft without Avid Ascension interrupting us, right? Like and I used to do it, now I got Avid. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end off episode 100 right there. Hopefully it was everything you guys were expecting it to be. And if it wasn't, honestly, I would say this is a huge episode. We moved, we pranked, and we crashed. That was, and we also, we blew. We blew. But yeah, that's going to go ahead and end it off, guys. If you enjoyed it, drop a like for the series. Thank you all so much for the support. 100 episodes in. It's still going pretty strong, I would say. I'm just happy to still be doing this right here. And I'm happy to be able to get out on time. Praise the one upstairs for allowing the power to come back on. So I was able to film this at the right time today. But yeah, apart from that, basically, the server's dead. So thankfully, we didn't do this over at Choco's place, but he still got a pretty good prank because I'd say that tree is still pretty huge. But anyways, guys, take care. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you all back tomorrow for episode 101. Ciao!